Hey PreCalc students, this is Miss Norwood. Welcome to video number 1. We have decided to do conics sections as our next unit, specifically starting with the parabola. And so I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about what a conics section is. So I made you guys a little Google slide. The first one is if you take a double cone, like a three-dimensional cone stacked on another cone, and then you slice the cone with a plane, it creates these shapes. So like this one right here creates a parabola. This one is called a hyperbola. You might not have never heard of that one before. And this one is called an ellipse. So we are going to study those three shapes, and they're called conic sections. So one of the great things about this unit is there's a lot of applications. So the parabolas that you learned in 8th grade had like projectile motion and lots of uses, but these have something kind of different. They have something called a focus. So if you notice the satellites, it's obviously three-dimensional, but if you took a slice of it like this, that would be a two-dimensional parabola. And if you notice right there, that's what we call the focus. And all of the rays from the satellite start from that point and then bounce off the surface like this, okay, and go into whatever their target is. Or if it's a receiver, it receives all the rays, bounces off, and hits right at the focus. So all of those rays hit right at that focus. Oops, sorry. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a solar oven. I don't know if you've ever built one, but in this case, you put the whatever you want to cook right on the focus, and all the sun's rays bounce off the surface onto that one focus and heats the pot. And these can actually like cook up to 500, 600 degrees at times. They're really, I don't know, they're big, so you don't want to take it camping maybe, but it's pretty cool use of a parabola. Sorry. Okay, so there are bridges that have parabolic spans. So here's a couple of them. These are arches. So there's parabolic arch, and there's one that would be called a span bridge because the arch is underneath the bridge, okay? And of course, this one kind of looks like the Golden Gate Bridge, which is actually not a parabola, but it looks like one. So these right here are parabolas, and they help hold the bridge up. And it's nice because a little bit of wind can go through it, and like in earthquakes, it makes it so the bridge doesn't collapse. This is the Whispering Gallery. There is one in San Francisco. It's so cool. So these are parabolas, and you talk into the dish, and your sound bounces off here, goes into here, and if you put your ear at the focus, you can hear people's sound even when they're far away from you. So you guys could take a field trip to probably not. Well, if next time you're in San Francisco, you can try this out, and it's pretty cool. And it's also, parabolas are just known to be like architecturally beautiful. So here's some nice parabolas that just look really pretty. They're used in architecture all the time. Okay. All right, so that's the video for now. If you're interested in this, you can just go online in your free time while you're chilling in bed and look up some other uses for the applications of a parabola.